3 times before we understood it, and then we sent it off to her boss, and she had a different opinion. Okay? Yes, this is a juicy sentence because it's very poetic, but it's not very clear. You have to really think about what he's saying. Christian, stretch it out a little bit more for me. Alright? So let's start with an easy question. So we have the surprise I had was standing on the surface after we'd been there for a few minutes, having a chance to rest a little bit and looking up at the earth the first time. Who is this sentence about? In the sentence, who is it about? Janelle. Alan Shepard, but in this sentence, how is he represented? Which word stands for him? I. Yeah, okay, come up. You get to hold the I. Here, you hold the I in one hand and then I'll hold the other end of Christian's. Alright. Make sure we're in order. Okay? So, who is the sentence about? It's about I, which is Alan Shepard. Okay? What is the sentence about? I know you just saw the answer. We're pretending that. The surprise I had. Okay? This whole sentence, she asked him, if you look at your article right before, she said, what's the biggest surprise you had? Okay? So the topic of the sentence, oh, you don't get to come up yet, you'll come up next time, is the surprise I had. Okay, you can come have that. If you two are standing next to each other, are you going to handle it? Okay. Okay, so we have the surprise I had. What? Now this is where we had all the argument. 3 different teaching professionals could not agree. What was he surprised about? Real.
The earth.
Hmm?
The earth.
Okay, you're close. Katie?
The first time when you look at the earth.
Okay. What about the first time he looked at the earth? Miriam?
Maybe standing on the surface.
No, that was what the argument was. Some people said the surprise was standing on the surface. It's so tricky. You're really close, Katie.
Oh, she said?
She said it was looking at the earth, but there's one word she left out, which is why it's a surprise. Nazik?
Oh, having changed to red.
No. Real, do you know the word?
Looking up at.
There you go. You said it finally. Looking up at the earth for the first time. Here on earth, when you look up at night, what do you see? Stars or the moon, right? How weird would it be to be on the moon and look up and what you saw was the earth. So his surprise, and this took a lot of conversation to arrive to this, and this is why it's so juicy, he gets all fancy in the middle. He tells us all this extra information, but really the surprise he had was that he had to look up to see the earth. Okay, Real, you come and get that. Hold it. That's it. Real gets her part. She got it. Okay, looking up at the earth for the first time. When did this happen? When was he looking up at the earth, Omar? After a bit, yeah. Okay, after we've been there for a few minutes. Okay, so let's get you that way. Come on, Omar, you just wanted to hold the paper. That's why you finally answered a question. Okay, after we've been there for a few minutes. Connect that in a second. Okay, Christian, you still get this one? After we've been there for a few minutes. Can you handle both? Here, wait, give Had to Janelle. She can have I and Had. Okay. All right, so when did it happen? After they'd been there for a few minutes. Where were they?
Standing on the surface.
Standing on the surface of what? He doesn't say it in the sentence, but
Of the moon.
of the moon. Okay, so come on up. Miriam, standing on the surface. Oh wait, no, Ismail's got it. You get the next one. You just wait. He's already got it. I promise. Okay? And then, what did he do before looking up at the earth? Katie?
He having a chance to rest a little bit.
He had a chance to rest for a little bit. Okay, and then what word did the author use to connect the actions and the surprise? Nazik?
And.
Okay. So, let's see. I told Miriam, where's my and?
Oh, it's wait.
And here. Okay, scoot down there, real. Miriam, you can be and. Okay. Let's check ourselves. So the surprise that I had was standing on the surface. Okay. After we've been there for a few minutes, having a chance to rest a little bit, and looking up at the earth for the first time. The reason to me that this sentence is so juicy is because they tell you the topic, and then they don't actually tell you the information till here. Okay? He gives us all this extra stuff before he tells us the real surprise. Okay, so here it is. We've got it over here. My first question is this. Right now, in its original form, is this question in chronological order? Does it go in the order of everything that he did? Do you guys think that? What's not together that should be together? After everything I just told you, what's not together that should be together? Mary?
Topic.
Mhm.
The topic and.
The topic and then telling us about it is later. Okay, part of why it's confusing is because he like starts the story and it's like he backs up, wait a minute, let me tell you more information, and then he goes back to it. Alright, let's arrange it in a new order. Okay, right away, we want those two things to be together. So who needs to move? Who needs to move?
Looking up.
Okay, let's put, do we want real to come closer to the topic?
Yeah.
Or do we want the topic to go closer to real?
No, the real go closer to.
Real to go to the topic, okay. And scoot. Wait, I think we need iHad here. Janella, real switch. Alright, let's check ourselves here. The surprise I had looking up at the earth for the first time was standing on the surface. Does this keep does that keep it true? What's one word I need to move that we might need to tear off of somebody? What's one word I might need to tear off of somebody and move? Huh? Not yet. It's already by itself. This is one that's not by itself yet. Huh?
The first time.
The first time? Where we go? Was. Thank you, Real. Okay, so where would we, so, if we're just trying to make this make sense, the surprise I had looking up at the earth for the first time, where does it go? Where does it go? Just look at the beginning of the sentence.
Oh. Beside real.
Huh? Before real?
I had. No, in the middle.
Okay, the surprise I had
And real.
was, okay, Eric, come be was. Scooch. Alright, now we gotta fix the rest of the sentence. Okay. The surprise I had was looking up at the earth for the first time. And now let's check this. Does this now make sense or do we need to fix it? So the surprise I had was looking up at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface after we'd been there for a few minutes. There you go. Okay. Having a chance to rest a little bit and.
No.
Does this make sense right now? Okay, Katie, do you have a suggestion?
I think we have to change Christian's part. Having a little chance to rest. Having a little chance to rest.
Where do we want him to go
Yeah,
instead?
maybe we should switch him with Omar.
Okay, Omar and Christian switch. Standing on, okay, looking up at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface, having a chance to rest a little bit after we'd been there for a few minutes and. It almost works. It almost, and needs to be in the middle. Nazik, do you have a suggestion where and should go?
Yeah, Omar has to be in his place and Miriam has to be between Omar and Ismail.
Wait, what about Christian?
No, Omar and Christian.
Between Omar and Christian or Christian and Ismail?
Christian, no, between Christian and Omar.
Between Christian and Omar. Okay, Omar and Miriam switch spots. Christian, stay. Okay, let's check it. The surprise I had was looking up at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface, having a chance to rest a little bit, and after we'd been there a few minutes. Does that work?
No.
No.
I think we should. This is.
Okay, go back how you were. I liked it better before. Let's go back. I don't really want and at the end, but Miriam, fly that way. Where do we put Miriam? Miriam is our problem word right now. I know where I want to put her, but do you know where?
I know where.
Real, where do you want to put her? In between Ismail and Christian? Okay. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Omar, you're at the end of the sentence now. Christian, scoot down. All right, let's see. The surprise I had was looking at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface, and having a chance to rest a little bit after we had been there a few minutes. Okay, but we gotta fix some stuff, right? All right, right here at the beginning. Oh, look, the beginning is still the beginning, so we already have the capital. That's good. The surprise I had was looking up at the earth for the first time. What do? Do we get rid of it, or do we replace it with something else?
Get rid of it.
Do we need a comment? Looking up at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface. I don't think we need a comment. We just get rid of it, right? Standing on the surface and having a chance to rest a little bit after we've been there for a few minutes. What does Omar need? Period, not a comma. All right, let's read our beautiful sentence one last time. Okay. The surprise I had was looking up at the earth for the first time, standing on the surface, and having a chance to rest a little bit after we'd been there for a few minutes. Yes? Here's my question. Do you understand what the surprise was better this way?
Yeah.